guys, this is Moon Bubble. How are you? Don't mind my messy hair. I haven't been on camera in a very long time. Um, so yeah, just wanted to make a quick vlog to update you guys how everything's going and what I so far with my dream building, what's going up and here and there. Okay, I look very tired because I had class this morning at it was at quite early in the morning and I couldn't even be there on time. It was really exhausted, so I can't really go into the details, but if you guys watch my previous vlogs, you would have known that there was some issues that happened in my group project, which ended up with me doing it, being individual now, doing it as an individual project. But I won't go into that because it seemed to give me a lot of psychological responses, including today. I feel a lot of emotions from the situation, and I just feel like I want closure for myself first before and also privacy for this whole situation as well. Anyways, I look very tired, but don't worry, the dream is still going on. It's just slightly on hold because of my assignment, which is due in a few weeks. So the dream is still here. I'm still here. Don't worry. The plan is still on. There is no issue with that. But I'm just taking a bit of a break, like a week and a half break off everything, content and everything. Took a big break because I want to focus more on my studies, because I'm learning some interesting things in class right now, and I chose a subject that I was really passionate about. And it's really hard because not only did the problem at school cause me a lot of emotions, I also this last project itself is also really like enjoyable and at the same time challenging, and I love it when I love it because it's something I'm really passionate about, but it's so hard. So it's also a lot for me to just taking that time to do that, to finish the last part and tie up the loose ends of my study. How my other parts of my other dreams going? This 2 weeks I took a big break, and we'll be taking a break of content, live streaming, and everything else. My business slowing down a little bit. My final business is not running yet, but it's literally at the brink of starting to run, so I'm very excited to see how it goes, because I feel like my studies itself is a little bit draining. So good thing, like I will have like a huge holiday after this, so there's definitely more time to work on my dream and my business itself. Now I want to share with you guys, while I take this whole break in this vlog today, I want to share with you guys, before I dive back into my study / break, what are some new things that happened in my life and my plans. So let me get some water. As you know, something very as you know, oh okay, this thing is in the way. Just move that out of the way a little bit. It's there we go. As you know, recently, especially today, I have been feeling like I went to walk a little bit and just like chill. Everything's been going fine and all right. Everything's been like my dream, everything. I've been just doing the usual and learning more things. I'm getting more clear on what I should do, and just really pumped up to see the results and to give it a go. And I had a meeting with a person came up to me yesterday. Oh yeah, by the way, these few days a lot of people have been trying to connect with me. I don't know what I did to, I don't know what, I didn't manifest anyone. I wasn't like, let people come to me, but there were a lot of people that wanted to meet me these days. And like yesterday, she was one of my uh, ex-managers at a long time ago at an intern place, and she just invited me out for lunch, and we talked about life a little bit. And it was weird because I never really go out with people, like I don't get randomly invited out, so it's a little weird to be just reached out, and just a lot of people randomly did, and I was really at that moment I was kind of confused. But yeah, I felt a little more confident in myself after talking with someone else, because I was never able to really talk about my dreams and stuff with an actual live person, and to actually see a live person like be excited with what I'm doing and also give their advice at the same time is really amazing. I'm able to see so many facets of what I can do with my dream and how I can make this all work. I feel like I have a much more mature mindset of how I can approach to my dream and make it all work in a very kind of like kind of difficult environment. And a lot of that comes under, oh, by the way, I don't have makeup on today. My pimples, you can see, had been really hurting. Like whenever I press them, it feels like there's needles on it. I don't know why. I just let me know in the comments if you know what the reason is, because I have no idea. Like if I just gently press it, it just feels like these tiny bruises on the top. I don't know why. Could be like infection or hormones or something. But yeah, made me more confident in myself, so I'm more confident as well. However, today I have been walking around, eating some food, and just really chilling because I've been feeling really tired after class. I didn't do anything up to now. I just stayed on my phone, and I don't even know what I did. I just stayed on my phone up to now. When I was in the I went to the arcade for like 5 minutes, but when I was in the arcade, I was there listening to some music and stuff for 5 minutes. I realized an issue, like with my dream building thing, and I found an opportunity from my issue. So what was the issue? I realized that I actually felt kind of bored, if you know what I mean. Like nothing was going wrong, everything was going okay. Like I'm still doing my thing, everything is fine, you know, I'm just enjoying my stuff. But I have been kind of slacking. That's the first thing I noticed. And second thing is that I'm finding it hard to be passionate with the things I'm doing, which is something I'm not usually, that it happens, but it doesn't happen all the time. But I've noticed it's been happening quite a lot this week. Like I've been kind of not feeling as passionate as my dream as the last few weeks. Another reason is because I've been really tired from, you know, from tying up the ends of what happened last week. That's another thing. And lastly, I realized that I was actually bored. Like I actually felt kind of bored, not as in like career-wise bored. Like career-wise, like I knew I had plenty of things that I could do for myself, but more like I felt like I felt a little bit like empty, you know, as in like I had this brief midlife crisis where I was like, where I suddenly saw my life flash before my eyes. It was like I just saw it flash before my eyes, and suddenly this question popped up in my head when I was sitting at the arcade and just playing away and stuff. The question was, what do you want to do for the next few years and onwards? Because I suddenly saw my life flash in front of my eyes, and I saw many more moments where I would feel the same thing as I feel now, which sitting in the arcade, and I feel kind of bored. And even though I'm still doing my dreams and all that, I would still feel a little bit you know, kind of like bored, not in a bad way, but kind of like calm bored. Like, I want some stimulation to my mind. I want something that is kind of fun and kind of not really completely related to my business, but also can make me feel as if I am doing something creatively at the same time. And then it hit me. It hit me at the moment because I was these 2 days I have been walking around outside just doing like daily things not related to content or anything. I took a big break, and this break made me realize how much I loved watching people doing music videos and performing on shows as a musician. Like, I I realized that this was because I was so happy. I was watching Coco Lee and I was watching some of her MVs and the old MVs she made, and I was inspired by some stories of when she first started in her label, and how at the beginning she literally had no idea what to do, and now she is this amazing singer who can like who made all these videos. So that really inspired me. So when I was in the arcade, I made a brief decision to ask whether I wanted to start my own music record label. Now, before you question, like, hang on a second, what are you doing, like your own like product business and content, like why music label? No, so hear me out. Before you go like, oh Bubble, you're kind of jumping like here and there, what's going on everywhere. So firstly, I still have to go through the operational things. I googled like in Australia, what are the costs, because I'm worried, because I know I won't be able to. There's like $1,000 music label, so I was worried. I was like, I don't want to pay $1,000 to start my own hobby label. So I googled, and then I mean, like, they told me that the answer was sort of along the lines that if you're not someone who's like all in for like the money, like all in to be like a professional label, you just want to do it for fun, the costs are not extremely high. And plus, because I've also already registered my business, it will make costs a lot more lower. And starting a label for me is literally right now is possible, which is great, because that took me like a whole half an hour. I was just scrolling. I was lying down on my bed just scrolling through and asking like Google like what are the costs, and like, can I actually do this without no cost? And luckily it doesn't have any cost, very little cost. So that's definitely something I can afford to do. And the reason why I want to start a music label, so I have planned, my final plan is to start a label after thinking, 30 minutes lying down on my bed, kind of going like, oh, like that. Starting a music record label in around June to June 30-ish. That I will be starting it. Okay, the reason why I want to get started with a label. So before you think it's strange, let me explain. Let me explain what I was thinking, so that you guys can also have a reason to go like, okay, Moon Bubble, she is not going nuts right now. Like, I feel like she is, but at least I know that she's not completely going nuts. So all right. So to make things short, the reason why I want to start a music record label, the main reason is because, oh my gosh, it's really dark. Just turn that up. Main reason is because I have always wanted to kind of, make music kind of like professionally, have music videos, like especially have kind of pump out music videos. It's something I absolutely love, like the idea of just pumping out videos month after month, and not many people do that. I understand, unless because it's just a lot, it's just crazy. But I am literally not doing it for like approval or to show people how like, or to like I'm not doing it because I want to become like a great this singer person. I'm truthfully wanting to start a record label for my own passion. I love the idea of having like to be in this professional mindset where I'm able to like make my own music videos and release my own albums and kind of treat it kind of more like a label instead of just sitting there and just going like, so what should I write today? Maybe I'll just write 2 notes. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. And maybe I'll just, you know what? I'm tired. I'm just gonna go to bed and sleep, which is what happened today. But, I just feel like it will give me more motivation to actually like pump out music more often and like better, more professional music, so that I can also kind of like, it also like fixates me more clearly what I need to do. As an example, like if I just released a single, I can, if I start my record label, I can very easily see like it's a different thing apart from my content, like a different thing apart from my business. Like I can see like, oh, there's this label here and I just released a single, so I need to now give it a music video because I want to pump out music videos for my label. So then I will be able to be more focused on pumping more music videos and better and more, because I care about better, like, to get me wrong, I care about, you know, being like this cool singer, but I also really care about quantity. Like the biggest reason is because I really want to pump it out quickly. Like I want to pump out new music quickly. I don't want to wait for music to get uploaded and kind of shared on like platforms like until like 5 years later. Like I'm not that kind of girl. Like I want to just pump out, I just want to keep pumping things out, like and be able to have the space, if you guys know what I mean, that I can just pump it out quickly. So for me, having a record label is literally like a haven for me to be able to go like, okay, this, I can see exactly the things I need to do for my music, as part of my own music record label. And plus I think it's something really cool because I love creating more like music industry related things, and it's just something I'm super passionate about. I feel very alive when I'm kind of in that kind of when I'm in that kind of field. And not saying that it's like easy or anything, it's definitely not easy, but it's something that I will like definitely like would love to start right now. So let me know in the comments what you think about this decision of mine and what you would do, or if there's any tips you can give me. And lastly, why am I deciding to start it next month, like literally now, and not like next year or the years after? The reason I wanted to start now is because of a few reasons, and they're all very personal reasons of mine. Obviously, obviously everybody has their own reason, and these are just my reasons why I wanted to start my own record label. The first reason is because I want to pump out stuff. Like I want quantity, not really like quality. I'm focused more on quantity for my own it's for my own benefit. Like it's not, I'm not starting this label for money. Like I didn't do this because I wanted to become a billionaire from a music record label. completely not my intention. It's completely because I want a space where I can just pump out music quickly and just get it out, like Christmas I can get something out, or like Valentine's I can get something out, so that I don't have to like always feel like I'm always chasing to do this and that. Like sometimes I get sidetracked and I get tired, I get lazy, or I just forget, and I just get sidetracked and I forget that I have to do this album, because there's these few albums I wanted to do like these 2 months, and I completely forgot. It's not that I didn't even do it, I just didn't have a thing to remind me like, hey, you kind of planned an album and you just never did it. And obviously, like, I don't have to like do it all the time. It's completely like a hobby for me, not for money. I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing it because it's something I'm truly passionate about, having the space to plan my own music videos and release my own singles and have like a platform, and to choose where how I want to showcase my showcase music. And yeah, the second reason, and you're gonna find this really funny, but the second reason why I want to start a music label, record label for myself, is because I am actually kind of bored. Like, before you come at me and go like, hey, wait a second, Moon Bubble, you've been like I don't know, you've been like starting a business, and you've been like, you've been running around, you've been talking to people, you've been going out and seeing people, you've been running into all this trouble, and now you finally have the time to, like, you can just rest and just, why are you so suddenly caught up in starting a music record label? Like, isn't that super tired, like so much more burdensome? Like, it's like, not to mention there are like other costs to starting a label as well. Imagine the equipments you may have to have like better equipment, you may have to like spend more time on yourself. Like, it's gonna really make you super tired. Yeah, I thought about that, guys. Like, I literally sat down there staring at down the street, feeling super depressed, and not depressed, but super like dead, like empty, calm. When you're feeling calm and empty, like kind of like not empty but not completely excited, you kind of like in between empty and excited. Like, you're not completely empty but you're not excited, you're kind of like in the middle. You're like not feeling empty but I'm not feeling excited. So that's what I was feeling when I was walking down the street. So I asked myself, I was like, the second main reason, guys, is because I'm bored. I am bored and I want to do something, and it's more of like a creative outlet for myself. Obviously, I don't need to start a record label to use that as a creative outlet, but I just really love the idea of having this traditional thing, like, like this traditional like music label thing, and then being able to like feel how it feels. Like, it's just really exciting. Like, it's something that's starting to excite me amidst of my boredom. And the second main reason why I want to do this is because I feel strangely bored. Not bored to the extent where I where I'm like complaining, but kind of like as if like I'm kind of, how do I say this? I feel like I kind of experienced a lot of things, but suddenly there's this it's like milk. Okay, I'll use an analogy. It's like I've been starting the business. Like, the business hasn't even started yet. I've been doing all these things and working, this is just the starting point of what I'm doing. And I have I'm just working towards the direction of where I'm going. Everything is going all fine. I'm really, really happy. But it's like when someone hands you milk, like imagine there's this brand of full cream milk, and it felt like I was drinking this milk every day, and I really enjoyed the milk, and it was really amazing, and it really like fulfilled me. But you know what I realized? As time went by, as the last few weeks when I was doing my vlog went by, I realized that these 2 weeks, I felt as if my life came to a point where I felt so satisfied and content with all the experiences I've had that I don't really feel like I have extra desire anymore. If you know what I mean? It's kind of like when you are working, like, okay, so this is a weird example. It's kind of like when you are when you have worked at a top job. Let's say you have been at a food factory and you have been giving food to millions of people and everybody loves your food, and you've been on TV, people have been like saying you're amazing, and then suddenly, like, once that happened, yeah, it's super exciting, but then suddenly, like, every flavor tastes the same. Every day, you know exactly how the thing feels, and to the point where it kind of has no taste anymore. Like, not saying that I don't want to do what I want to do. Like, obviously, like, I'm starting, like, on Amazon. I'm just learning about the environment first, but obviously I'm gonna design my own products as I slowly learn how to sell stuff. But that's not what I meant. Not that I'm bored with doing things, like doing what I love, but more like I feel as if my life was driven so much by this dream that I'm searching for something more to actually kind of fulfill me outside of this dream. If you know what I mean. Yeah, now you guys know what I mean. And it feels like, you know how they say, like, a midlife crisis, but it's not really a midlife crisis. It's just that I realized that I saw my life flash before my eyes, and then I realized that if I were to stay the way that I am right now, like, which is completely fine, until the end of time, there will still something be missing inside of me. And that really sucks, because I thought, like, you know, I have been working so hard on my dream every day, and now people are commending me, and, you know, I'm sharing all my dreams and stuff, and now, like, we're on the way to start and we're getting better and better. But I realized that there's something else that's missing, and that missing thing really sucks, because there's so much of that is missing inside of me that it's not making me really excited to do the stuff I'm doing every day anymore. Kind of like when you are young, you are sick and tired. When you're, like, young as a baby, you want to have, like, you never thought about having a girlfriend or a boyfriend, but then you are kind of sick of being alone by yourself, and then now you want to look for something or someone to be with you, to share happiness with you. It's kind of like that. You're kind of sick of being, like, you're sick of being in the same place, and now you want something more to fulfill yourself. And that's exactly how I felt today. I felt like everything is going well, but something is definitely missing. I felt like the time just flashed before my eyes, and I knew that there was something more that I wanted to do. And what that was, I knew so clearly after I watched Coco Lee's performances, and her very first music videos that she has released. So what it made me think is that I really want to spend the rest of I really want to spend these exciting times of my life to pump as much as music videos as I can. Like, it's something I absolutely will regret if I did not do. Like, I just knew that it's something I will definitely regret if I did not do it and did not get started. So I can get started next year, but the thought of that makes me feel like, yeah, but sure, but by then I have, like, what about this half a year? I could have made 10 songs this half a year, and which means I made 10 more songs than I did next year, and which means by the end of time I would have made 10 extra songs. And now that I realize I can't do this, I will live with the regret that, shoot, I should have started. If I started it now and not 6 months later, I would have made 10 extra songs than 6 months later. Now what I mean is definitely not like I want to make money in these 6 months, like to get more money or anything. That wasn't my intention at all. My intention was quantity. I really cared about the number of things I pumped out, and I knew that I haven't done enough. Not to my own satisfaction in terms of artistry and like being a music artist. And I knew like this is totally like a hobby that I'm doing, so I won't be telling anyone either, okay, except for you guys. And I'm not doing it for money, so I won't be like planning like some big things like earning money and stuff. It's something that I will just be kind of using as like a template for my music and everything like that. So that was what got me going. Like, I wanted to start now. I wanted to not waste any more time to get started with the pumping out with the music videos, because I knew my life flashed before my eyes when I looked back at Coco Lee's music videos. I knew that only a small number of them were gonna be noticed, or a small number of them are gonna be good, like really good, and I knew that like a bunch of them are gonna be really crap. So I might as well just start now and just try and pump as much as I can music videos, so that maybe there at the end of time there is gonna be like a few that people are gonna remember and really gonna make a difference to people's lives. And it's amazing because watching back to Coco Lee's all these music videos make me feel so excited. I love watching music videos. Even though I'm not good at it, like the sad thing about, sorry, I talked a lot today, but there's a lot I want to express. The sad thing about music videos for me is that I don't have anyone to go with me. Like, my family members are kind of sick. They can no longer spend time to take me out or help me record things. My friends are like, I've lost a lot of my friends, and a lot of my friends are so busy. There's literally no one. I have no connections, and there's no recording people or even affordable people who can record for me. So that is one of the real struggle and pains that I've been having with my music video satisfaction. And that's the reason why I have been feeling so unsatisfied. I love it, but I don't have the people to help me, and I don't have a location. If there are locations like here, I can go to like big spacious places. Like, there is no problem with that. But the thing is, going by myself is so hard because you're over there and you can't really record yourself. You can, but it does make the process a much less it doesn't make the final video look much less intended versus the way you intended it to look like. I kind of remember because you don't really know where you're looking, you don't really know whether your pose is right or not, and then you have to run back to kind of delete the previous footage and keep going and stuff like that. So that really sucks as well. And lastly, I feel like music videos take a lot of time to make, and I literally, like, some people take, like, I've heard that some people, they take like a whole week to make a music video, and I literally don't have that time to do that. But if I were able to start my own record label, I might be able to think of like ways I can really cut down the time and really like maybe just be more aware of these things, you know, you guys know what I mean, because I hadn't been really aware of these things. Yeah, so that's basically a reason why I'm starting. I will share with you guys once I started the label, and also I will do more videos where you can give me advice on whether I should keep my artist name the same, or I've got a new artist name, Strawberry Pafu, but if you have any advice on like which platforms you would like me to post videos or anything else, feel free to let me know in the comments below, or let me know in my social media. And yeah, I will see you guys soon. Sorry, I look really tired. Been meditating on my life, but it's gonna be a while since I will post the next video, because this break is gonna be a little bit long, still trying to process everything and all that happened. And hopefully next 2 weeks after my studies are done, I'll be able to come back with much more stuff. So take care.